Mahadhana Yoga, and second house lordship connections. Second house lords and second house posited planet is very important, since this is the house of finance, accumulation of money. And the house of gain, it is the 11th house lordship, 11th house posited planet. How they are posited in the birth chart: exalted, own sign or friend sign. Relationship with the posited planet house-wise. And generally when second house lord make any relationship with 11th house, 9th house, 5th house, 10th house, makes Raj Yoga. Making so much wealth, giving too much honor, massive money to the native, making the native crorepati, arabpati, kharabpati. So second house lord in maximum cases involved in Mahadhana Yoga. Some cases exceptionally 5th house lord and 9th house lord well placed. In suppose 11th house, making also Dhana Yoga. Any kind of Binimaya Yoga. Second house lord posited in 11th house and 11th house lord posited in second house, there is also Binimaya Yoga. Any kind of Binimaya Yoga with the second house, 11th house, 10th house, 9th house, 5th house, 4th house also, giving strong Raj Yoga. Now this Raj Yoga is included within Mahadhana Yoga. In other aspects, generally in female chart, when Chandra, the moon and sun both are posited in auspicious house, like 11th house or second house, making too much wealth to the native. That is also Mahadhana Yoga. Now we are coming to the second point. In different houses, that means first house, second house, third house, up to 12th house, how second house lord when posited in different house, giving the influence on the native. That means analysis of birth chart in different houses when 12th house lord is posited. Now coming to that point. And last one is the respective chart where second house lord is posited in first house, second house lord may be posited in second house, second house lord may be posited in 11th house, 10th house, 7th house, 6th house. That example chart we are coming. So to the chart. Coming to the first chart, second house lord posited in first house. What is the signification of second house? It is the house of wealth, house of finance, status, family happiness. It is the food, it is the speech. All are there. And that lord well placed in the first house, that means exalted, own sign or friend sign. And the first house lord, that means ascendant, is also strong in the chart together with moon. Ascendant lord and moon is strong. That means the native body and mind is very strong. A native gets the second lord in the first house without any afflictions. Only benefic aspect of Jupiter, Mercury, Venus or moon. Then native's first house is native's own personality, native's body, mind, soul, native self-expressions, native self-deed, all will increase. That means personality will be attracted by the people. Why people? From the first house, second house lord aspecting the 7th house. It is the outer world. It is the people. So people will be attracted to the personality. Here, second house when strongly placed. This is the chart actually, second house lord posited in first house in the chart of Virat Kohli. We are coming to that. But when it is on the malefic, first house become malefic and second house lord is coming, then that result may be moderate or may not be so good. Now coming to the second point. Second house lord is second. Significance already we told. Here generally people makes or studies his own family business. Wealth of family is there with the native. Native speech is very good. Native good communicators. Native may be in CA type of job. Native may be in motivational speaker. Native may be also in the self family business. Employer is to the highest point. That may be there. When there is no malefic in the second house, condition is that, or no papkatari, or only the auspicious planet aspect incoming, that is Dev Guru Brihaspati giving the aspect, or Daitya Guru Shukradev, or the Buddha Dev Mercury, or Chandrama Buddha, all giving the auspicious aspect. Native get the highest point in destiny. Now second house lord coming to the third house. Third house is the creative house, the creations. Third house is skill, communications. It is the new methodology. Actually, third house what? It is the willpower. It is the media. It is the sibling. Support of sibling would be there. Second house lord posited in third house. So second house finance, second house wealth, second house happiness coming to third house for creative work. He may be a great creative artist, may be a great painter, great writer. It is the chart of Lionel Messi when the second lord Jupiter posited in third house, making him the best footballer of the world by his skill, by his communication. Outstanding skill and communication there with the Lionel Messi. But when third house is under affliction, then there may be some problem. There may be moderate effect or some negative effect may also come there. So it should not be under any affliction. Now fourth house. Fourth house is what? Fourth house is mother. Mother caring, comfort, luxury. It is the house of vehicles. It is the happiness of house. So many good looking house the owner may be. When second house lord posited in fourth house without any afflictions. Second house finance coming to the fourth house. To make fulfillment all his desire will be there. When there is no affliction is there. There will be support of mother. And the native take its office just like the house. Native will be highly positive minded with his friend circle. Friend circle or colleague he treats just like his own family members herewith. This is actually seen in the chart of Shah Rukh Khan, the second house lord posited in fourth house. Also in the chart of our Prime Minister Modi ji, the second house lord posited in fourth house. Now coming to the fifth house. Fifth house is talent, intelligence, children. It is the speculations, entertainment. All are there in the fifth house. Fifth house is talent, higher educations. Here second house lord posited in fifth house. Native may be a great teacher. Native may be a celebrity. A talent is here and support of second house, the wealth is here with. Native may be a great creative person. In the chart of Stephen Spielberg, the second house lord posited in fifth house. In the chart of Srimati Indira Gandhi, ex-Prime Minister of India, the second house lord in fifth house, making Buddhaditya joke herewith in the fifth house. So when fifth house is not under malefic conditions and aspected by the benefic planet, not under the papkatari, native would success in life. Now coming to the sixth house. Sixth house actually the house of competitiveness, house of disease, house of debt, loan, it is house of enmity. All are there. And service to the people. All are the signification of sixth house. What happens? Second house Lord coming to the sixth house. Lord of wealth posited in sixth house. If sixth house in the chart is well placed, other than 8, 12, etc. 8, 12 also possible, then giving Viparit Raj Yoga time to time. That means when sixth house Lord is well placed, the native will get so much money, but that money is others' money. That meaning is that when disease is there, second house Lord is there, native may be a doctor. Native by his profession gets so much wealth, so much massive money from the others by his ability of healing the disease. It is the house of litigation, sixth house. So when people are in the litigation, if the native is lawyer, if a good lawyer, so many persons come to the native to get the legal advice or legal proceedings. So the lawyer, the native is, if he will get so much money from the others. So this is here, native gets others' money in the sixth house. Now coming to the seventh house. What is the signification of seventh house? It is the seventh house is fulfill. Seventh house is business, big business, seventh house. Partnership business, partner, spouse, international relationship, all are there in the seventh house. Now what happens? Second house Lord posited in seventh house. So native by the help of second house, that means wealth of family, he enhances working ability. Native may be a great celebrity actor. Native enhances modeling capability by the wealth of second house. So spouse here gets elevated status or working ability. In other case, spouse also helps the native by his finance. When second house Lord is posited in seventh house, it is very positive combinations, provided there is no malefic in seventh house, no paptattari on the seventh house, no malefic conjunction is there, and no malefic aspect like Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, and aspect of cruel planet, Mars, Sun should not come here. Only aspect of benefic planet, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Moon. We already discussed the second house Lord posited in sixth house and second house Lord posited in seventh house. Coming to the eighth house, we have to give some example. Second house Lord in sixth house, it is the great chart of Amitabh Bachchan. We are second house Lord in case of Amitabh Bachchan chart, Jupiter. That is also Lordship of 11th house, and that Jupiter is exalted in Cancer sign in sixth house. And in the example of 7th house posited second house, it is the chart of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Second house Lord and 7th house Lord Mars, both are posited in the 7th house. This is the example of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan charts. Now coming to the point. It is the 8th house. 8th house is what? It is the stress, it is the obstacle, transformation, hidden work, occult, astrology, inheritance, insurance, all are there in the 8th house. What happens when second house Lord posited in 8th house? No doubt native get wealth from insurance sector or inheritance sector, but by the sad demise of some relatives. So here loss is there, but native get the wealth of insurance. Not only that, in this house, others' money coming to the native. Native may be a agent like that of LIC or etc. Take the money of other, submit it to the government and get the commission. This is the eighth house. So when native linked his business with the eighth house, native other money, native gets its own money as commission. Not only that, when second house lord in the eighth house, transformation will be there. Native may be ordinary persons, but by the help of the eighth lord or other strong planet of the chart, native may transform to the rock to heaven. This is the example chart of Sachin Tendulkar. In the eighth house, the second house and 11th house, Lord Mercury is debilitated. But 8th house debilitated, giving the effect of Raj Yoga. So he gets too much wealth, prosperity, honor in life. Now coming to the chart of house of, rather, 9th house. It is the house of fortune, house of luck, house of father, house of teacher, house of advanced learning. The native second house, wealth, finance coming here with. The native gets advanced studies in different universities of the world. Native may be a great educationist in near future. Native may be a great professor or teacher or a spiritual leader also. In this case, if there is no affliction, second house lord well placed in the 9th house, the third Trikona, native automatically get his destiny by his spiritual journey. Native have to divide the unfair means. Then native will succeed in the life. This is very important house. House of fortune, 9th house. Now coming to the 10th house. Second house lord posited 10th house, Raj Yoga. Second house is wealth, finance, family support, coming to the 10th house of professions. That may be business, that may be job, that may be high profile job, that may be creative work, that may be talented work. The native flourished his professions, getting too much wealth. Second house lord in 10th house. Second house lord, 10th house, it is actually in the chart of Bill Gates. Second house lord, 10th house is there. Now, here, without any affliction, second house lord posited in 10th house. What is 10th house? Status of the work, name and frame of the work. It is actual profession. Actual it is the area of working ability. So all are there. So in this field, when enhanced, just in business, if it will be automatically flourished by the support of second house of wealth, finance, family support. So this is a Raj Yoga, second house in 10th house. Already told, it is the chart of Bill Gates. Now coming to the chart, the second house lord posited in 11th house. This is also unique combinations. It is Raj Yoga again. It may be second house lord in 11th house lord in second house, or both are conjointly posited in any benefic house other than Dusthana 6, 8, 12, giving Raj Yoga. Here in our discussion, second house lord posited in 11th house. What is 11th house? 11th house is success. 11th house social circle. 11th house elder brother, elder sisters. 11th house gain, profit. All are there. So native will get success and all the desire of the native. 11th house is fulfillment of desire. Will be fulfilled. Native will be a brightest businessman or talented person. It is the chart of Elon Musk, second house lord posited in 11th house. And in our example, it is the chart of Jeffrey P. Bezos. Second house Lord posited in 11th house in the Capricorn sign. Saturn is posited and exalted Mars. Second house is Mars in the chart of Jeffrey Bezos. Now, second house Lord come to the 12th house. Here, some problematic field may be theirs. What is 12th house? 12th house is expense, loss, spiritual journey. It is the hospitalization, it is the jail, it is the asylum, Vidhashram, all are there. When second house Lord, the wealth Lord coming here with, native have to be acquainted with money management. If money management is there, native have to attach with the welfare of mankind. That means so many charitable organizations. If native invest there in long time, native will get respect from society and also the earning will be there. Here another point is there. It is the house of knowledge. Native by his knowledge may acquire so much wealth just by motivational speaker or any spiritual leader or making any know-how to any industry. That talented person, just by his knowledge, he gets too much wealth. It is the house where knowledge gives earning. It is the house spiritual journey makes the path smooth. First chart of Virat Kohli, great cricketer of India and abroad. Date of birth 5th November 1988, time of birth 10:28, Delhi. Ascendant is Sagittarius. Dhonu Lagna and it is Kunna Rashi. In this chart, what happens? Second house Lord, Lordship of Capricorn, posited in first house. Second house Lord in first house. Saturn is very strong in the Sagittarius sign. Not only that, here supporting planet is there. Jupiter in sixth house make the native more hardworking, dedicated, disciplined. And Jupiter fifth aspect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, coming to the sixth house of Virgo sign on Venus and Moon, all the benefic planet, getting the aspect of benefic planet, Jupiter. So making him or getting him so much wealth. Now 11th house, Sun Mahakari Buddhaditya Yog is there and aspecting the 5th house of talent, increases his talent in cricket careers. Not only that, Rahu in third house is very strong. Here Rahu is third house aspecting the 9th house of fortune. And 4th house Mars giving so much determinations and energy to go ahead, that is 10th house. Mars aspect is there. Of Lionel Messi, date of birth 24th June 1987, time of birth 12 am, place of birth Rosario. This is the Aquarius ascendant, Kumbha Lagna. And zodiac is Taurus, that is Bishop Rashi, Kumbha Lagna. In this chart, what happens? The second house Lordship and 11th house Lordship Jupiter, that is posited in the third house of Leo sign. So second house Lord in third house very strong and makes him a creative footballer of the world, best footballer of all times, Lionel Messi of Argentina. Now in his chart, the fourth house, Moon is exalted in Taurus sign with the house Lord Venus giving him too much wealth and prosperity, happiness in the fourth house. Not only that, in the fifth house, house of talent, there is Buddhaditya Yog, Mahakari Sun in the Gemini sign with Mars, aspecting the 11th house of success. So he is a successful footballer. Not only that, the karmic planet Saturn is posited in 10th house of his own karma. He is dedicated, he is hardworking, he is disciplined, responsibility bearing player of the world. So this is nothing but Lionel Messi. The chart of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, the famous celebrity actor of Bollywood, and date of birth 1st November 1973, time of birth 7:20, place of birth Mangalore. Here ascendant is Libra, Tula Lagna, and Sagittarius is his Rashi, Dhanu Rashi, Tula Lagna, great chart. What happens here? The second Lord Mars and seventh Lord Mars posited in seventh house. This is the great chart of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Second house and seventh house Lord Mars posited in seventh house in his own Aries sign. That Mars is very strong in the seventh house, aspected from the first house. Sun is aspecting. So Sun Mars conjunction is also there 180 degree. He is a good orator, speaker, Mercury in second house. And not only that, the Venus Saturn conjunction at 180 degree, so makes him so much wealthy. And Jupiter also giving the seventh aspect on the 10th house and ninth aspect on the 12th for outside world. So outside world he is also famous. The chart of Jeffrey P. Bezos, owner of Amazon, founder of Amazon, great businessman of the world. Date of birth 12 January 1964, time of birth 11 a.m. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ascendant is Pisces, mean Lagna. And zodiac is Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi, mean Lagna. What happens here? The second house Lord Mars is exalted in the 11th house, making Raj Yoga. Not only that, first house and 10th house Lord Jupiter in first house, making another Raj Yoga. Not only that, the Rahu in the Kendra house, mainly in Gemini sign, very strong. And Sun Mercury making Buddhaditya Yoga in 10th house. So great chart of Jeffrey P. Bezos. Here second house Lord posited in 11th house. Chart for second house Lord in 6th house. This is the great chart of Amitabh Bachchan, the great celebrity actor of Bollywood and world figure in media related work. Date of birth 11th October 1942, time of birth 16, place of birth Allahabad. Aquarius ascendant. Lagna Kumbha Lagna, and zodiac sign is Tula, that is Libra. What happens in this chart? The 11th house Lord and second house Lord both are Jupiter. They are Jupiter posited in 6th house in Cancer sign and exalted. The Jupiter makes the chart very strong. Not only that, in the 8th house, the transformations, here Mercury posited in own sign, Virgo, and making Buddhaditya Yoga, Sun Mercury. Not only that, Venus, Sun, Mercury, Mars, four planet making Prabodhya Yoga, aspect in the second house. So many wealth, prosperity is there. Coming to the chart of Bill Gates, owner of Microsoft and Gates Foundation, one of the richest person of the world. Date of birth 28 October 1955, time of birth 2058, place of birth Seattle. It is the Gemini ascendant, Mithun Lagna, and Pisces sign, mean Rashi. What happens? The second house Lord posited in the 10th house. It is the example of second house Lord in 10th. And very strong here in Pisces sign, moon is placed here with. Not only that, Jupiter in third house of Leo sign aspecting the 9th house of fortune. And the ascendant Lord is very strong, Mercury with Mars making conjunction in Virgo sign. And in the talented house, 5th house, is Saturn is exalted, the karmic planet, and Venus in his own sign, with Sun also. These three planets aspecting the 11th house of success. And Rahu is very strong in 6th house also. So this is beautiful chart of Bill Gates, second house Lord in 10th house.